people get involved in your campaign. They say, you know what, I love this woman. I love what she's doing. She's fighting for us. This is John Villarreal reporting for Conservative New Media.
Conservative New Media peeps, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, Paula Villarreal on the line over there. And as you can see, I got my Calvin Klein NBA warm-up type of gear because we're still talking about LeBron and his awesome move with the three kings to Miami to party with us and Rush and all the people on South Beach and Star Island. Now, apparently, there's some people that are crying about it. Weak Cleveland fans, and the weakest of them all, Dan Crybaby Gilbert, who basically was doing this crazy letter trying to smoke out LeBron and everything like that. Well, it didn't go over well when the guy melted down like a total baby saying LeBron quit. We're going to win. I guarantee you we'll win a championship before he does. And blah, blah, blah. And we didn't want him anyway. If you didn't want him, basically, dude, if he's not that great, if you're going to win a championship without him, why are you crying like a big freaking baby, bro? Dude, LeBron was the entire Cleveland Cavaliers, okay? That's why he couldn't win, because one dude can't do it, even though he came real close to doing it all by himself. But just when you thought this story couldn't get even more explosive and better, it just got crazier, in my personal opinion, when Jesse Jackson inserted himself into this, because you can't let a massive story like this involving a minority go by, maybe, if you're Jesse Jackson, in my personal opinion. And he said this, quote, about Dan Gilbert's meltdown, his feelings of betrayal personify a slave master mentality, Jackson said in a statement released Sunday. Quote, Gilbert, parenthetical, sees LeBron as a runaway slave. It went from there, okay? Now, here's the thing, and PFP's going to weigh in on this because he's all over it. Dude, this has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with slavery, except as a metaphor, as the idiot fans of Cleveland and the idiot LeBron haters, maybe, and definitely Dan Gilbert, thought that somehow LeBron was going to be a quote-unquote slave to Cleveland, or a slave to that stupid franchise that nobody wants to be around. Okay, look, LeBron does not have to be an indentured servant or anyone. He doesn't. I mean, a corporate slave, if you will, or something like that. He's not about any of that. The dude did 7 years there. He packed the stadium. He helped out Cleveland. He got you guys an actual, in contention in the playoffs. He made you relevant, bro. He did the time. You didn't want to throw it on the cash, or at least not enough. You didn't want to get his other players, or maybe he was just sick of it and wanted to go somewhere warmer, like a lot of people do that retire from the East Coast, whatever. Nobody likes that whole Rust Belt part of the country. They're all moving out, and LeBron went with them. He doesn't owe you JS. He did his time. Leave him alone. That's why he's a free agent. Do you understand what that means? Pay up or shut up. Just like someone's not going to, make you stay in a house if you don't like it, or stay in a job if you don't like it, whatever. I'm so sick of these baby whiners and complaints. Let me ask you this, Dan Gilbert. Let's flip it around. Let's say that LeBron just decided he was going to freaking suck, and he didn't want to play, and he's just going to sit on the bench. Are you going to have to keep paying him $100 million for sitting on the bench and not playing at all? How about that? I mean, your logic is just pure idiocy. And all you did by coming out with your stupid letter is show how freaking stupid you are on this issue. You had a meltdown, bro. You might be a good dude. I have no idea. All I know is this was absolutely one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. And anybody on Facebook or ever that supported what Dan Gilbert says is an idiot. And you know who you are. Paul, what's up with this Jesse Jackson situation? I mean, this is crazy. How could people think that LeBron had to stay there? He betrayed the fans, and this is naivety. Dude, the dude had one of the highest rated things on ESPN. Miami's happy. He wins. The Heat wins. Riley wins. All of South Florida wins. It's just sports. His contract was up. What's the big deal? I've never seen this kind of haterade on any kind of other person for a long time, except for maybe Favre.
Here's what happened. Let me give full context so that the viewers know what's going on in the Jesse Jackson Dan Gilbert went way over the top in his criticism of LeBron. Now, we understand why he did it. There were a lot of upset Cavaliers fans, and Dan Gilbert himself literally lost about $100 million off the value of his franchise when LeBron when he publicly said, "Yeah, I'm going to Miami Heat," in that ESPN show.
Oh yeah,
we understand.
Then Gilbert should have paid up. He should.
I like Dan Gilbert. I like Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert's a good dude. I think he's somewhat of a business buddies with Rush Limbaugh and stuff.
That's fine.
He's a good entrepreneur, and that's great.
But he should have paid up LeBron.
The problem is this. The problem is Dan Gilbert is a white owner in a league that has about 75% or whatever black players. So you're going off on a guy who basically made your entire franchise, helped build up your pocketbook, and he's not under contract to you anymore. In other words, he has the right to walk. And you're freaking out about him, going off, going crazy. What that says to certain people covering the league, like Michael Wilbon or William Roden or players, is, hey, this guy, we don't want to play for this guy. This guy, I don't know where he's coming from. Not really sure. This guy might stab me in the back. Dan Gilbert fueled the haters with what he said. And he gave people like Jesse Jackson, who is a clown opportunist, he gave people like Jesse Jackson an opening. That was a huge mistake. And I guarantee you, we're cutting this at like 3 p.m. in the Eastern on Monday. I guarantee you this is going to be on PTI tonight. It's going to be on Around the Horn. It's going to be everywhere. Jesse Jackson was trending on Twitter high up, like one of the top trending topics, and that's exactly what he wanted. You can't do what Dan Gilbert did. It was a big mistake. LeBron has the right to walk. Yeah, he probably didn't do it the way everybody wanted to do it. Dan Gilbert went over the top, and now he's getting cracked back on.
Yeah, what's the problem with what LeBron did? What is the problem with what he did? He's a free agent. It's a free country. He can do whatever he wanted to do. He generated a lot of media buzz on it. All of Miami's happy. So effing what? What is the problem with everyone? Oh, well, I didn't like it. It's classless. He's naive. Shut up, dude. First of all, you guys are all idiots. This is sports. This is dude throwing a freaking ball through some hoop or something like that. Which means that in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. Okay? The guy, it's all about marketing. He pumped up the marketing. If there wasn't all this marketing and stuff like that behind LeBron or any of these other NBA teams, no one would buy a ticket. The NBA is basically kind of dying like hockey's already dead and doesn't even know it. So he's doing what's in his best financial interest. He's a businessman. It's a business. Just like if you're selling copiers or you're doing politics or whatever you're doing, you got to do certain things. You know how many politicians I know that do the most gosh awful stupid things because they got to get over with voters? That's a business. Okay? So I don't want to hear this classes. Shut up. Okay? The bottom line is that now more people want to see LeBron than ever. They want to see him. The haters want to see him lose, and the fans want to see him win. That's business. That's getting over. That's hate for the Heat. So, you guys, honestly, when I see people say that, I look at them and I'm like, you're a mark. You're a mark because you're stupid and you don't understand what's really going on and you don't understand the business. I love it. I love what LeBron did. LeBron got his. He did what was in his best financial interest. Period. And obviously, it's freaking worked. Okay? And that's it. It's the same kind of stupid people that said, oh, that was really bad when Carly Fiorina did that Demon Sheep. Really? Oh, it was really bad, wasn't it? Well, she's the freaking nominee, bro. She blew away everybody else, and she got $10 to $15 million of free freaking earned media on it. So who's really stupid? Yeah, you know who's stupid? The people that are sitting at home that were behind other people's campaigns that blew that kind of stuff. That's who's stupid. Just like the LeBron haters are stupid. Okay? LeBron did what he needed to do. This isn't about race. This isn't about anything. This is about an owner that didn't want to pay up what he needed to pay up and put a team around LeBron that could freaking win. If I'm carrying the entire team and the entire city of Cleveland on my back, I might get a little sick of it too, Dan Gilbert. Pay up, bro. You got my saying? Okay? I don't care what you're thinking out here. And then you melt down. Oh, classes. Who's freaking classes? A guy who's supposed to be the owner of a team, an owner dude who's a CEO and chairman sitting on all these boards who freaking cries like a baby because someone made a business decision. If anything, I'd respect LeBron for what he did. Okay? So that's it. This isn't tiddlywinks. This is golf. This is the NBA. It's entertainment. It's getting over. It's about heat. It's about publicity. It's about creating marketing demand. Just like in a fight, when two guys talk about what they're going to do to someone and the other person and their family and whatever, and in the end they hug and shake afterwards like, oh yeah, they probably liked each other the whole time. They had to sell a fight. It's a business.